Welcome to Motivational Moments. I'm Coach Rosa Smith-Montanaro, your training and workshop coordinator with RochesterWorks. We are continuing our series on Happiness Happens. And I've been spending a lot of time telling you bits and pieces of this wonderful book I read years ago called The Happiness Advantage. It's by Shawn Achor. Highly recommend it. This week, I want to talk about the Zorro Circle. Now, the Zorro Circle is something that is talked about in the book, The Happiness Advantage, and it's a really great strategy to help increase your happiness, to help you find more internal happiness and have more productivity in your workplace as well as your home. And enjoy it, right? Isn't that great? Wouldn't that be a concept to enjoy our work and our lives at home and at work and everywhere we are? So the Zorro Circle comes from Zorro learning to be the swordsman that he was. And his teacher made him draw a circle around him, and he was only allowed to practice within that circle. He said, "This is your world. You are not to leave this circle." And because he practiced in the circle, he became, he became a master himself, right? And I don't know a lot about Zorro. I know what I read about it in Shawn Achor's book, and maybe a couple movies or shows I've seen where Zorro makes an appearance, and he's quite impressive. But here's the cool thing about it is in our lives, if we could start looking at a problem that needs to be solved and isolate it to one circle. So this is the point, how it translates to happiness, is we often try to do too many things at once. And that becomes overwhelming and is not very productive. So what we want to do is we want to create a circle and only work on one task, one problem, one project at a time. And if you can isolate the one problem and just fix that one, solve that one, and then work on the next one and solve that one. Now, personally, I'm a solution person. I find there's more happiness in coming up with solutions rather than focus on a problem. So I use a different language approach. I would focus in my circle of one solution I'm creating, and then find the next solution that needs creating. But in reality, there's often a problem on the other side of the solution, and that's what's motivating us. But here's the thing. If we focus too much on the problem, we find only problems. So we bring this one thing into our circle and say, I'm going to find a solution to this. I'm going to solve this. I'm going to take care of this. And only this right now. And we systematically do that. And that is how highly effective people, move up in their career paths. They have those wonderful processes like the most important tasks, the MIT approach, most important tasks, where they isolate to three things. I want to get this done. It's important for me in my career path. I'm going to pick three major things that I can work on and only focus on one of those at a time. And they don't put more than three things in that agenda, let's say. So for your job search, for your transition, maybe the one thing is get the resume done. I'm just going to focus on the resume until it's done. Then focus on the cover letter, right? Until that's done. Then maybe focus on the application packet that's required for the job you're applying for. One thing at a time increases your happiness, allows you to have that 3-to-1 ratio we talked about, and also will help prevent burnout and overwhelm. I hope this was helpful. I'm so grateful you're spending this time with me. I'd love to hear what you think of the series. Certainly subscribe to our YouTube channel, like the video, share these with people. They're here to be shared. We want to send more positive news out there. There's a lot of great things going on in the world, a lot. And so I want you to focus on one thing at a time. And I look forward to seeing you next week. We have more topics. Take care.